Alright, so this is going to be part 1 of a new series I'm going to do. It's going to show off Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle. So what I have here is a fresh account, and the only thing I've done is I made this about a week ago. I haven't done anything. I was messing around, doing some re-rolls. That's where you restart the game over and over. Just for the, I was doing it for the free ticket summons because I was bored. I wound up pulling pretty broken, so I'll show that off in a second. First, I'm going to explain what Dokkan Battle is. Dokkan Battle is a gacha game. It's where you, I'll just show you. So, you come here. It's a card-based game system where you play boss battles and go on in story mode. You're getting in-game currency. These are event-specific. These are usually obtained by cash, but you don't have to obtain them by cash. There's lots of free ways to get stones. That's like the premium currency in this game. And this is the free in-game currency. It's the friend bonus system. You get some okay units from here, notably LR Hercule and LR Androids. Right now there's actually an extra bonus on it, where you can get these Elder Ties for leveling up your unit special attacks. The point of this is I'm going to show free-to-play players how to get from a pretty bad free-to-play account, because free-to-play players are in a bit of a hurt, especially when it comes to trying to take on some of the endgame events. I'm going to show you how I got my free-to-play account up to endgame status, and it's pretty comparable to some of the top whale streamers who spend thousands and thousands on this game. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to re-roll this account until you know LR. You don't have to, it's just a suggestion. So what's going to happen is you're going to come in, you're going to make a fresh account, you're going to come in here, and you're going to accept all these gifts. And in these gifts, you're going to get these tickets. And for a fresh account, you're going to get a lot of them right now. It's a really good time to re-roll accounts. You're going to get a ton of these. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in here, you're going to accept all your gifts. If you happen to be doing this a week ago, there was another bonus. I really should have started this about a week ago, where these were, first of all, they were cheaper. They were only 30 stone for the first roll, and they were buy 3 get 1 free. It's no longer the case. There's still a pretty good banner to pull on to get some starter units. Quite amazing actually, but again, for free-to-play players, I really advise saving your stones for all of the buy 2 get 1 free. They come around, they're called Dokkan Festivals, and they're amazing. Again, since you can keep re-rolling, still not awful to summon on these banners. Personally, for a new player, this banner here, with the LR Gogeta. Oh, I'm also going to show off how to get the Dragon Ball, so that's one way. I'm going to show off how to get all the Dragon Balls. Right now there's Purunga Balls, and then there's Shinron Balls, but the Purunga Balls are special events, and you can get a lot of benefits from them. I'll show you how to get all of those. That's how to get the first one. Didn't mean to do that. But, so all you gotta do is flip the scatter and you get a Dragon Ball. And once you get him, you get 3 wishes, and the wishes from him are actually insane for new players, so keep that in mind. Okay, so back to what I was talking about. This is a really good unit. This is arguably the second best unit in the game. But also on this banner is both him and him. They're both very good units to build a pretty basic team around, especially him. There's a lot of units to play around. He's also very strong. Again, he's another top tier unit. Him not so much. Alright, and then that's just that. Okay, so onto this unit, onto this banner. Looks very similar, but be careful when you're summoning on these. You want to be, if you're going to summon on these, you want to summon all in the same one. That way you get, possibly can get dupes, which I'll explain in a minute. Okay, so this is the best unit in the game, but like this much. The Gogeta is almost good. This is LR Vegito. He is the Patara category leader. And the rest of his banner is kind of meh. Kind of meh. This card is very good. Majin Buu category leader. He goes really good on the Patara team. He's okay. He goes in the category, but as a leader, he's kind of eh. This card's absolutely insane. He's kind of outclassed by another version of himself, which I'm really surprised I didn't put on this banner, but they just didn't for us. And then the rest of the banner is kind of meh. So overall, this is the stronger banner for units, but the other banner is more likely that you will pull something useful. So we'll come down here, and you, as a new player, should come down here to this banner, and this is the anniversary ticket banner, and you're going to have a ton of these tickets, and you're going to multi-summons, and you're going to be looking for the LR banner. I suggest you go to the Dragon Ball Dokkan Wiki and look at the LR, and then go open it up, and then go all the way down to their base form so you can see what they look like. I'll show off 2 of them in a second. So you're going to do all these summons, and you're going to be looking for LR units. It's not a big deal if you don't get them, but since you can roll them for free, like, why wouldn't you at least try a couple times? And then if you get a decent account, I would, and you can get an LR and you want to try a reroll, I'll show you how to make a transfer ticket. That way you don't lose the account on a reroll. So, you're going to do your summons, right? And you're probably, I think you should have a little over 300, maybe 400 stones. I already did my rolls, so I'm not quite sure how much it is, but I do know it is a ton of stone. Okay, so that's basically how summons work. And see, you get free SSRs. He's decent on the Patar category in normal guys. Very decent. Not the strongest unit. He's okay. So, okay, that's enough of that. So, let me show you how to make a ticket. So you're going to come here, you're going to go to menu, go to device transfer and backup, and you're going to click create transfer code. I'm not going to click that. So to show you my transfer code, and I don't want you stealing my account. So you come here and you click this, it'll give you a number and a user ID. You can send that to your own email or just write it down. Make sure you get it perfect or else you're going to lose the account. You can also link it to your Facebook. Probably the safest way to lock up your account. Another good tip is spend like 99 cents. I know this is supposed to be a free-to-play tutorial, but if you have at least $1 or so into the game, you can track your account back through Google, and it makes it pretty easy to get that back. Okay, on to setting up the basic account. So, what do we do with all this free stuff? So the first thing we're going to do is we have to clean up our box, because we got a ton of units. So we're going to come in here, and I'm going to sell off some of these units and show off what these units are. So these are Grand Kais. Every unit has a special attack level between 1 and 20. Anything that is in an LR is 1 to 10, except for Extreme Zeno because they're 1 to 15. So these guys are different. They're like, okay, so let me explain this guy. So this guy right here, he can deal with any unit, right? Any unit special attack, 100%. These guys, same thing, but they have to match the color. So this is only your agility or blue units, seer tech or green units, intelligence, purple, and strength red, and there's one for every color. Here he is. He's your physical yellow. These are what the units look like. Rarity system, let's go through it. Okay, so we have the lowest tier units, which are the ends. I don't know if that stands for normal, but they're bad. Rares, also bad. Some are worth keeping because you can use them to level up special attacks. Same with the SRs, they're usually pretty terrible. With the exception of the ones that Dokkan Awaken. There's a whole wiki for that. Also, there's an in-game Dokkan Awakening thing you can look at. So, for example, like this, I believe it's this one. This one for sure awakens into Super Saiyan God Goku at some point. But there's a lot of them that are pretty terrible. So, like, this Dokkan Awakens, but it's not worth your time. So, these are the next units, the SRs. And a lot of these can Dokkan Awaken into decent units for free-to-play players. I'll show off which ones those are. So let's continue up here. This is the event unit. Definitely don't sell any of these. And the next category, these are the SSRs. This is what the game's basically based around. These are the, I want to say, the basic units you're looking at. Never ever sell an SSR unless you absolutely have to, or Baba Shop it, or anything of that sort. Just because you never know. They are pretty big about coming back, and creating Dokkan Awakenings or Extreme Z Awakenings for older units that were pretty terrible, so that's why I say hang on to all of them. Then there's another class, this is the Ultra Rares. I don't have any regular units at Ultra Rare, but this is the like final form for most units is the Ultra Rare. After you Dokkan Awaken them, they become Ultra Rares and they kind of settle at 120 level. Then there's the LRs, which we don't have available. They're pretty endgame, but I'll show you what some of the LRs look like in their base forms. So these ones are the event LRs. I was lucky enough to pull one at a dupe on each. I still have to explain what dupes mean. And then I know there's 2 more on here, which is why I really want to make this 0 to Hero run. You don't really need these LRs, but they're just really nice, so you come in here, you can sort things out. So I'm going to sort things down to SSR, just so I can get rid of all the extras. These 2 are also, this is LR Majin Vegeta and LR Bojack. 2 very strong units. Some people say he's the strongest unit in the game, but maybe stat line wise, but he doesn't link up so well, so not so much. Alright, so let's do some account maintenance. Actually, first, before I do that, I'm going to explain what dupes are since I keep mentioning it. So you come in here to team, eventually you unlock the hidden potential system, which is what you use dupes for. Dupes can be used for one of 2 things, which you can either level up an special attack of a unit. I wouldn't advise that unless you've already opened up all your hidden potential paths. So what happens is you're going to open this up, and I think you have to be level 50 to access this. Yeah, so we're going to do that. That's the first step in grinding this out. So first things first, you're going to get this, it's going to look like a web like this, right? And it looks like you're going to get these nodes, the hidden potential orbs. I'll show you how to farm those later. And eventually you'll hit a block in the path, and the block in the path will have the character's face on it. And you click on that, and if you have a dupe of the character, so a second copy, you can click on that and unlock the path, and thus make your character a lot stronger because you can access more hidden potential orbs. So that's what we're doing here. So now I'm going to do some account maintenance, so I'm going to sell off all my Hercule statues and that sort of thing. Alright, so Hercule statues, their only function is to provide Zenny, which is a form of currency in the game. So let's sell off our Hercule statues. You can complete missions, I'll show off that in a second. This is, I'll start the real content for all of you guys who come to the Dokkan. I'll start the 0 to Hero run later tonight. I just wanted to set up this account and get ready for the stream later. So yeah, we got lots of Zenny. Training, coming here. Let's fix this up. I gotta make some room in my box, so I'm going to... Alright, so this unit in particular, we have so many of them, we can feed him into himself because we have enough for all of these special attacks, plus 4 for the potential system. Oops, there's another Dragon Ball, so there you go. Now, don't train another one. You only want to do 4 on the second one because that'll bring them up to SA10. Because then you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 left, so. Because he already starts up at 1, right? So. Speaking of which, alright, so you come over and I'll show you how to lock a unit. That way you don't accidentally sell it or Baba Shop it or anything of that sort. Come over and you long hold on it, pull it up, lock it up just like that. So let's do that with these guys because we don't want to accidentally lose them. The only way to get these guys is through this event. And he's a decent starter leader. I think I'm going to base the run around him or the Gohan, which I'll show you later. Alright, so that's how you lock up a unit. Oops. back in here. Let's get rid of all the junk units. So actually I only want to get rares and normals. Okay, so I don't want to train them, I want to sell them. Pretty janky, don't need them. Oh, I gotta go. Turn all those. Okay, so these are all junk units. We don't need anything from here, really. These units are very okay, but those are starting off strong. We don't need these. Very okay back in the day, but now they give so much new rewards to new players. You don't need to start off that low in the chain. Let's go to team. You come here as your team builder. I'm gonna remove these. Just I'll keep around. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that too. So let's come in here. I'm gonna go change all. Move all these units, and we're gonna put in a. So this is gonna be my box. Your box is probably gonna look different. For the mini game, it doesn't really matter so much what you pick. Just pick anything really. Like I said, I'm gonna build ours around this guy. So let's assume we're just gonna use him, and then we're just gonna pick the strongest unit there. So we're gonna pick this guy, that guy, these two, and I gotta pick another unit here. You know, we'll just pick this just because. Okay, so let's build a team. Doesn't matter the team. We're so low in the game, it doesn't. Team skills don't really matter too much. You're just gonna blow through everything anyway. Mind this team cap, this cost cap as you're lowering your account up. One thing I did when I made my first Dokkan account is I pulled a Beerus, and I was so excited I grinded out the metals to awaken him right away, and I awakened him, and he cost more than I could actually put on team, so I had my favorite unit not able to play with him, so be mindful of this cap. So the costs are down here, be mindful. So now I'm going to go through and just take this off of everything, and then just make this the leader for everything, I guess. It doesn't matter what it is. I just want to be able to get her off my tab. So I can get rid of the unit. There's no use for that at all in the game. So alright, let's go back to team. Let's sell this out. Go back to units we don't care about. Alright, all the way to the bottom, because we're gonna get rid of bad units. Hand's okay. This is bad. This card's bad. Kinda wanna save this. Don't really need Dokkan Awakens, but this you can feed into the LR Frieza. You can save it if you want. I'm not going to because I know there's an event coming out where it's going to be way easier to do this with. These are bad. Chi-Chi can Dokkan Awaken. Soaking the Trunks, I believe. Hand's another unit. With this one Dokkans, but I don't particularly care. Okay, fine, don't get rid of that. I can get rid of these things too. This card, don't care. The only reason I'm hesitant to transfer these is just they turn into Shingat Goku, which you can feed into stuff. So. We're gonna need Zenny. Zenny is our fuel here. Alright, so let me show you Baba Shop. You get special 20 Baba coins. Spend your any in here. Get stuff. Treasures. Now the only treasures you should have are these. I'm spending these on the Kais. And you should have a redstone, I believe. Yeah, everyone starts with a redstone. I believe this or the next big Z Awakening. This card's very good. I would definitely pick from this and up. These are these down, and not so much. The Extreme Z Awakening, but they're not as good as the above units. Definitely none of these. None of those. Don't get those. Okay, so back in here is to get some Baba points. So, okay. Characters for points. You can trade whatever you want for points. We usually do characters for points. Alright, so let's get the trading because we need some Baba points. They're very good. This Dokkan Awakens, but we're not going to use it. This Dokkan Awakens in a Fierce Battle unit. We should probably keep that. Same with this guy. At least one copy. Actually, I'm just going to keep one copy of the Fierce Battle Dokkan Awaken ones. This guy feeds into the Gohan if you get him, but not too worried again. He's pretty good for starter extreme stuff. Right now, my main concern is getting space in the box so we can play the game. If I had the dupe system unlocked, it'd be different. I might even advise playing the game to level 50 so you can lock the dupe system and then just go through and unlock all these things. But hey, I already made a mistake and I'm not rerolling this account, so we'll play it from that point forward. Or just keep a single copy of all the units I can Dokkan Awaken. I'm not sure offhand which one's Fierce Battle or not. That one's not one of them, I know that for sure. This turns into a cell. I guess we do have to get rid of these. It's unfortunate. I don't know how these guys stuck around. These guys gotta go. Still have to get rid of 14 units so I can play the game. How are we gonna play this out then? Oh, I know what we're doing. I know what we're gonna do. This all totally depends on how you roll. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask in the comments, and I'll try to answer. But what we're gonna do with these is I'm going to take this and I'm going to train them to give us some of these older guys. Let's train this guy. This guy's locked up. Train this guy. Again, if you're not starting a fresh hand, you won't really have these problems. So, oh, here's one of the guys. 5 more units I have to get out of here, huh? guy's such a good. You know I don't want to hurt my feelings. If I have to do this. Again, I would really advise getting level 50 first so you can get these units down. Two more units, huh? Again, I don't know how he's still around, that's weird. Not that I need to see all that. I don't believe he's fierce battle. I know that for a fact this one is. Okay, so let's get rid of these guys. Okay, so now we play the game. Because a lot of things that want you to go in if you have if you're actually unit cap. Okay, so now we're here. Show you the mission tab. You come here, complete missions, the good stuff. You can read through them on your own time, but you mostly just complete them by playing the game. You don't have to think about it too much. Only ones you really gotta pay attention to are these ones. Especially the ones that have a time limit on, so like the event associated ones. Just read through them. Alright. I think that about covers the basics for the game. You feel like spending many speed off strobes, never really too good at dealing with it, but if you got money to burn, it's up there for you. Alright, so our goal, our very first goal is to get to level 50. I'll show the basics of the game first, and then we will proceed later. I'll come back and stream after work and show off how to do this. So every time you go to a thing, you'll get a friend menu. Right now I don't have any friends, so it shows us guests, and don't think too hard about it at the beginning of the game, so it doesn't really matter. Let's pick Goku, and we'll use our full team. It doesn't matter. So that game's difficulty is so low at this point, you can do anything you want. Alright, so what's going to happen is you're going to roll some dice, and you'll get some unit spaces here. So, I'm just going to so this, when in this you get money, and then this it's a mystery space. Baba, she gives you, it's kind of like super gamble. You give her sort of whatever amount of currency she asks for, you can decline it if you don't want to spend it. It should give you something random. Either, you know, it'll be awakening metal, training item, etc. These are training items. So like, I think this is basic, and there's bronze, silver, and gold. And then you can get training items, and then you can get awakening metals. I think those are the only two types of capsules. I may be wrong. I can't think right now. So anyway, we're gonna proceed through this. Also, sometimes there's red ones on the ground, they'll like express little red. Don't land on those. It'll do damage to you, and if you land on additional characters, out here, like you might see Pilaf or Goku or whoever sitting out here. You know, if you land on them, you have to fight them. You see a character like this, you can't pass them without fighting them. And if you land on this, it'll key up one of your characters. So let's just go to the first level, so I can get to show you how the fighting works in this game. You'll already see a little bit through the tutorial, but I wanted to highlight some stuff. And then in this, boom, key up. See, alright, let's get to the first fight. Okay, so we're in our first fight. Alright, let me explain something. Alright, so in the fight, you wanna, this color wheel shows you the types of weaknesses. So for example, red is strong against, or I think it's orange or yellow, strong against purple, blah 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 blah, follow in the circle. Now if you pick up orbs, you can hold, it'll show you how much you're gonna pick up. Yeah, see that? I'll show you the path you want to take. I haven't quite nailed down how the orbs fall yet myself, but I'm getting pretty good at it. There's somewhere on Reddit where you can look up how that works specifically. It usually doesn't matter too much because once you get to end game, where it should start to matter, your units are so well linked up, you're gonna have maximum with super attacks all the time anyway. Okay, so when you pick an orb, you're gonna fill this key meter, and as you fill this key meter, if you fill it to max, which I believe is 12 or 10, you will get a super attack, and then you can overdo it, and there's bonuses for that per unit. You'll have to look at your unit's individual tab. Some units can super short of the bar here, so some of them, for example, I know there's a cell that could super at too short. One of the Gokus does it like at half, which is ridiculous. Then there's units who, if you overlap enough, will get an ultimate attack, which is like a crazy super attack. And then let me explain links. So let me just move around the units real quick. You see this coming up, right? So this linked with this one. And with this unit, what it does is you can see it provides them key and attack and defensive stats. You can have look in the unit tab to see exactly what they do. Also, these are picked up 1-to-1. So if I pick up 5 orbs, it'll give me 5 links. Except for when you pick up ones that match your typing, they double. So this guy picks up purple, it'll double. So let me just show you an example of why that matters. So, for example, I can pick this up. Boom. Gives me 2, right? Cool. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would automatically max them out. Don't really want to do it, but I'll show you. So you can pick this up. Just trust me, they double. There just happens to be enough of them in a row. Also, you pick them up in a straight line, and anything parallel to them auto-collects for you. Like I said, this doesn't really matter so much because it's so low. Also, lucky enough for us, the EXP is times 4 in story mode, so getting a level 50 to start the real game shouldn't be too difficult. No, we're not gonna send. Don't even bother sending Infernal Dust still. We can move up the difficulty stages. If I really want to pick up the pace of which we get to level 50. So we get the potential to actually start doing some events that are limited time, so there's items. You're not gonna need them this early in the game. Try to pick up as much of this as possible, because you think you're not gonna run out, but you run out. See what I'm saying? Like, this guy, if you land on me, you have to fight him. Don't really want to fight him, though. Okay, so we have that same winner race link. Organization's not too strong, but like I said, it shouldn't matter. It's so low into it. So, you can't really deal damage. Especially since you're gonna have so much exercise. You shouldn't even have exercise this early in the game, but hey, it's a good time to start the game, right? Also, units, your weak units really take double damage, or do half damage to the units. So your weak units, generally speaking. These flashes seems like you can always just gonna level up a billion times too. Okay, so for this level, we're going to want to grab a good unit. So we're starting to get into some people who have some better units here, which is good. Which is good. We want to see some good units here. This is a really powerful unit. Jiren is extremely powerful. Kefla is really powerful. This one deals tons of damage though, so we're going to pick this one. I'll also show you items. You can come in here. These get your items. You can read what they do on your own time. This is important. We need to use that for a Dragon Ball. And they'll appear in game, and you can, I'll show you when we get to the battle menu again. Again, we can fight these guys for more characters, see if it's completely inefficient at these stages of the game. Well, I made a mistake. I guess I couldn't go it either way. So yeah, we can see if we can take damage. Alright. We didn't get busted from, but that's okay. See how it doubled. Also, as you do that, you're gonna pull up this Dokkan meter. Once you hit it, once you get your next super attack, a big Z will pick up, and you'll have to time it on the targets. We'll get there eventually. It's pretty rare, but it does. I should have switched around, but it didn't matter. This should kill him right away. Guess not. My mistake. Well, let's see how this affects the super attack. 20. Doesn't really change, so we'll do it this way. Now this should kill him. This is awakened. This is partially so. What's for this with all these animations? It's another currency. It's very important with this currency. It's how you eventually get LR Super Saiyan Vegito. You're gonna need that to buy copies of him. And you're gonna need to complete those missions later on in the game. I'll show you those to get Guitar medals, which awaken him from basic Vegito all the way to Super Saiyan God. Again, we're not going to send any friend requests this low, unless we see a particularly spicy unit, so. We'll come through here and just accept all of our mission types here. You're going to be getting stones like crazy. You can spend these on this, or personally, I would wait. I would definitely wait. Since if you're just starting your account now, you're going to be missing the buy 3 get 1 free. There's a pretty good one coming up again. With it should be the Universal Survival / Realm of Gods banner should be up again with Jiren and Toppo and also Ultra Goku, as well as the unit. That I wish I saved some stones for on my main account, but I didn't, which is the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, which is the leader of the Pure Saiyan, so just think any unit that's Pure Saiyan is going to get a crazy boost, and he's just like an insane unit, so I think that's what we're going to do for this stream, is we're going to save our stones for that going forward, and try to build our team that way. So, as you see, we get tons of stones, all the way up to 200, yeah, tons of stones. We're just going to save it. You'll get stones like crazy. I know it's going to be very tempting, but just don't. That is a free play. If you gonna pay cash, you do whatever you want. Alright, let's get in here and do just a little bit more minutes before I get off to work here. Now you have 30 days to accept all, 90 days to accept all these now. Yeah, I couldn't really accept all of them, so we always have much space. Which you can wish for on Shinron, actually. You can wish for more space, I believe. Or you can buy it in the Baba shop, so. Yeah, I couldn't even accept one. Let's see if I can get some in the Baba shop. You become a treasure. And it should be at the bottom. Should be more space, team cost. These are those guitar medals. Character slots, so you need 15. You get tons of these too. You get these as tutorials to finish. Don't worry about those, there's not time for that yet. Let me see if there's space in here, because it's like one of the most valuable resources. No, we already looked at this, didn't we? Yeah, didn't have anything to get 15. So I could use some more character slots. Oh, there's a mission. Oh, this is new. It's just showing you now. Oh, I gotta accept these actually. Make sure you get in here and do your dailies. They really add up. Especially the stones. And then if you do 33 of them within this event, you will get a big stone payoff. Not this one. This is for 100%ing character. 10 open events, blah blah blah. We'll get there. We'll do this too eventually. There it is. Get a big stone payoff, 33 stones. Each stone's worth roughly $1, so we're gonna try and do that for all those 3 stones. Alright, so we're gonna leave it here for now. I'll grind to 50, and I'll be able to create so much more room after we get to 50, because the hidden potential system will unlock for us. But if you happen to be watching this, in the meantime, just up to 50, and once you yourself to 50, make as much space in your box as possible, and come in to make sure you do this one every day. This is very easy to finish. Grind this all the way up. You need start grinding this. So get 2 copies. And I'll tell you how you do that. So what you do is get 2 copies, get the one from normal, one from Z Hard if you can finish it. If you can't, there's a chance it'll drop again on normal. So once you get 2 copies, keep one into the dupe, which will finish a mission for you, which will give you another dupe. Do that, it'll give you another one, and another one, and another one. All the way up until S810 and all the dupes are unlocked. So don't spend time farming up too many of these. You just don't. And then we will get, we'll worry about the rest of it when I get back, so. Basically after that, there's nothing that matters except for these and these, so. Everything else in between here is just dragon stones. So this is what we're going to focus on. Since this is a limited time available unit, this is what we're mainly going to focus on right now. He's pretty good, Especially since with the Giddy Force coming out, he goes pretty well with that. So. Alright, I will be back at about 1:30. So, see you guys then.